reflect on 157 years of Juneteenth. Now, let me clarify for you. Juneteenth, June 19th, 1865, when General Gordon Granger read Special Order Number 3, emancipating all Africans in Texas held in bondage, I need you to understand, this was not when our ancestors learned that slavery was over. This was not when our ancestors learned that the Emancipation Proclamation had already been issued more than 2 years ago. That's not.
You know what, Dr. Umar? You're right about that. Because this morning on Instagram, I forgot somebody said that slavery abolished stuff and Juneteenth was cap. That's a lie. So you know what? Yeah, I heard that. I seen that this morning, Dr. Umar, that somebody said slavery was abolished and that Juneteenth, they said that's cap. I forgot where I seen it. I forgot what channel and who was speaking like that. But they said that slavery abolished stuff, but Juneteenth is cap. So, you know, let's keep it going, man.
Correct. Juneteenth was not a notification day. Juneteenth was not a information day. Juneteenth, as it was called, was Emancipation Day because black troops showed up to emancipate their brethren who were still enslaved. I need y'all to understand this. Yeah. Black men showed up in Texas ready for war. They showed up in Texas ready for war. That's why it was called Emancipation Day. It wasn't called Juneteenth. It was emancipate. They came to emancipate their brothers and sisters through force of arms. That's what that was about. That was a get down or lay down. We are here and we ain't leaving till every African is free. That's what June 19th was about, brothers and sisters. So let us reflect on 157 years since we were all free, right? 157 years since we were all free. Now, technically, we were not legally free. We were temporarily free. We didn't get legally free until the 13th Amendment. That didn't come until December.
Okay.
We didn't get legally free until the 13th Amendment. That didn't come until December. We didn't get legally free until the 13th Amendment. That didn't come until December. Be careful about the 40 acres and a mule.
I remember, you know what? You know what, Dr. Umar? I'm starting to remember that. Because I know it's a video I did. I don't know what year it was. I was in this place right here. And I remember reading that, Dr. Umar, that people did come up and rise up. But the official let go was later on. I do remember that. I forgot what video I did. But now that he's saying it, I do remember reading the article where they said people came and fought. But the original, the official let go was later on. I do remember that, but I can't remember. I can't remember like what video I was doing to make me read the article that said that. But he's telling the truth on that. People did come to try to, to fight to get the people that was enslaved. But the official slavery came, the official free the slaves came a little bit later. I do remember doing a video on that, but I can't remember when that was.
For about the 40 acres and a mule, that was a military wartime provision that a general issued for those enslaved Africans that were under his command. That was never a federal executive order. There was no federal executive order or congressional bill for 40 acres and a mule. Okay, that never applied to all of us everywhere. That's why we have to know our history. That's why we have to know our history. Update on the Fdmg festival.
Hold on, before you say that. So you saying 40 acres and a mule was not for every black person. It was for a certain few? Oh, let's go to Google right quick, because you know what? That's kind of crazy. It kind of makes sense now. Okay. The truth behind 40 Acres and a Mule. Okay, let's go. The truth behind 40 Acres and a Mule. Alright, 40 Acres and a Mule history. Let's see what they're talking about. Let's see it. 40 Mules by I'm about to read some more, but I think he's right about that. What I'm reading right now, it seemed like it was not what is portrayed to be right now. So he's right about that. What I'm reading right now is breaking it down. It's not exactly what they said it was. I'm reading it, and it's definitely saying the mule part was never a part of it. It was, hey, that's kind of crazy. Let's keep going. Okay, the update. Let's talk about the update.
Date on Fdmg versus Wilmington DE. Update on Fdmg versus Wilmington DE. The update is this. We were informed that the Director of Cultural Affairs for the Office of the Mayor received a mystery application to hold a festival on the street in front of the Fdmg campus. And for those of you who were at the campus last year for our historic festival, you know that we own the entire block. You know that we own the entire block. Facebook, I think Mark Zuckerberg is at it again. Let me try Facebook again. But we were informed that they received a mystery application on April the 30th. Early afternoon, April the 30th. They received a mystery application to hold a block party on the street in front of Fdmg on Saturday, April the 30th. For Saturday, September the 10th. I sent an email to Miss Tiffany Christopher on Tuesday, May the 2nd or 3rd, at around in the morning time. So in essence, I'm being told that somebody could read my mind. Somebody has some sort of telepathy powers. They were able to read my mind, and they knew that I was sending an email to Miss Tiffany Christopher on May the 3rd, informing her that we were going to hold our festival on September 10th. And because they could read my mind and they had these special telepathy powers, they sent in an application 63 hours before my email notification. Because they can read my mind and somehow knew I was going to send Miss Tiffany Christopher an email on May the 3rd informing her that we will hold our festival on September 10th. Somebody was able to read my mind, and so they sent in an application 63 hours before me. No disrespect to either one of those sisters. No disrespect to either one of those sisters who I believe are deliberately trying to sabotage the festival. I believe that they deliberately tried to sabotage the festival last year as well. Okay, we didn't get our festival permit last year until like a day before the fest. I do believe this is a deliberate attempt to sabotage the festival, but I do not believe for 1 minute. I do not believe for 1 minute that it was such a coincidence that the last festival was September. You've had October, November, December, January, February, March, April. You waited 7 months to fill out an application to hold a festival in front of my school, and you filled out your application 63 hours before I served notice that we would be having a fest on September 10th. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Nobody's going to...
All right, hold on now. Now, it's somebody out here playing games with Dr. Umar. They've been doing this with him for a long time. This type of stuff I do not rock with. You know, getting upset because the school not ready. We can deal with that. You know, but this trying to stop him from doing the festival, I'm not digging that. This is what I mean by these people taking it too far. Weirdos. So somebody is playing games, and I'm with Dr. Umar on this. I own all of this. You know I own all of this. How can you even authorize anything without me being present? How can you authorize anything without me being present when you know that I'm the owner of this block? I'm with him on that. I don't understand. Like, we just did our stuff last year, so you got me locked in. And I'm about to, and I call it and tell you, oh, it's the same guy from last year. Oh no, somebody else already called already. Ma'am, I'm the only one who owns this block. What you mean somebody else? Well, somebody else from Fdmg, I don't know. Well, you gotta fix it. Well, we can't fix it. You can't fix it. I'm with him on that. That's kind of crazy.
Convince me that somebody coincidentally beat us by 2 days and a half. Nobody's going to convince me that somebody coincidentally beat us by 2.5 days to the date. And even if they beat us to the date, that's our property. That's our campus. How can you let somebody set up in front of a school? So you're telling me when the school is up and running and we have children on the campus and we come outside to do an activity with our students, we can be met by strangers telling us they have a permit to hold an event? Are you telling me when the school is operating and we come outside to do event with our young men and later our young women, we can be met by strangers who tell us we have a permit to hold an event in front of your school? That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Is there any precedent for people holding block parties on other people's blocks where they don't live or operate? Why can't this mystery organization be forced to hold their event at a public?
Yeah, he right on that. He sent ya who sent ya. He right on that. He's right. How you gonna let somebody intrude on my property and tell me I just gotta let it happen because we gave them a permit? No, you can revoke the permit too, like you do everybody else's when they don't turn in the right paperwork. You can take it back or don't give it to them. You can revoke the permit too. So I'm with Dr. Umar on this. This doesn't make any sense. That's like somebody claiming my house, right? Just say if I got a house and somebody else gonna call in like, oh yeah, this is my house. Yo, what you doing here? Oh yeah, we gave them the keys. No, ma'am, it's me. This is my house. You can't give my keys to somebody else. What you mean? This is mine. Well, you know, we can't really fix it, so it's y'all gotta handle that. No, ma'am, you gave my keys to somebody else. I'm not even this person. This is not even the same person on the paperwork. What are you talking about? I'm with Dr. Umar. Is they named Dr. Umar too? Like, who are these people? Only Dr. Umar is attached to Fdmg or this school right here. How can someone else with a different name book this when it's not, you can't book this. Only I can book it. If this is mine and I'm the only one who can book it, how do you allow somebody else to fraudulently book it too? I'm with him on that, man. I'm with him on that.
You are an investor. Tell them I am one of several investors in the FDMG Academy, and we do not appreciate the discrimination. The blatant discrimination, unprofessionalism, and disrespect that is being shown to our school. We are planning to hold a festival on September 10th, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Please clear up the date to prevent any issues on that day. Please clear up the date to prevent any issues on that day, because we do plan to show up and show out on September 10th. We do plan to show up and show out on September 10th. We will be in Wilmington, Delaware at our school on September 10th. Tell them to clear the date. Dr. Umar is not in Wilmington to get involved in your city or your politics. He is here to operate a school for the children. But I'm trusting in the mayor. I think he realizes that this is ridiculous. I think the mayor of Wilmington knows that this is absolutely ridiculous to let somebody pull up in front of his school, hold a festival, don't even tell him who it is, and then claim that they sent the application in 2.5 days before he notified you. It just so happens they sent their application in on the Saturday prior to the Tuesday. Brothers and sisters, hit the Cash App for FDMG. Hit the Cash App for FDMG, $FDMG School. Hit the Cash App for FDMG, $FDMG School. Hit the Cash App for $FDMG School. Hit the PayPal, International Africans, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG. Excuse me. Yes, PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Or Cash.me/FDMG School. Cash.me/FDMG School. Hit the Cash App for the Shockumentary, the documentary of the millennium. Hit the Cash App. Shockumentary Cash Apps, go to $Dr. Umar Johnson. Make sure you put Johnson. $Dr. Umar is a fraudulent account. $Dr. Umar Johnson for the Shockumentary. PayPal.me/Umar the Psychologist.
Yo, you still on the Shockumentary, bro? Nah, I'm just playing with you. I ain't gonna eat your lunch for that. Yeah, you been doing the Shockumentary for like 4-5 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, Dr. Umar, let's keep it 100, man. Why you just won't go get some real investors, bro? Why do you keep doing this, man? Come on, Dr. Umar, we got to keep it 100. Why are you afraid to get investors into this? All this stuff can be handled, bro. All of this stuff can be over with. Just go get investors, bro. What are you doing? Why you keep saying invest in the Shockumentary? Bro, you can go get investors to invest in the Shockumentary, bro. And in the school. So you can have it done already. It's starting to seem like you don't want to complete the mission, bro. It's starting to look like you don't want to complete the mission so you can keep this thing rolling and keep saying, oh, they sabotaging. And you know what I'm saying? They sabotaging. I don't know, man. It's starting to look like you just want to keep this thing rolling like this. Man, if you don't go get some goddamn real investors who gonna call and hold those contractors accountable, like, bro, you wildin', because we just supposed to take your word for it. Yeah, the contractor ran off with the money. The contractor ran off with the money. The contractors ran off with the money. Bro, at some point, you got to show some proof that the contractors keep running off with the money. Just go get some real investors so they can actually do what they do, and y'all can work out getting some real contractors with real companies who come out and do real plumbing and real this. It seems like the ones that you trying to do stuff without those people, it's not working, man. So just go get the investors, go get the plumbers and all in the HVAC people, get this shit together and get the school up. It seems to me you like doing this. I don't know, man.
For the shockumentary, 215-989-9858. Send your Zelle donations. Send your Zelle donations. 215-989-9858. Send your Zelle donations. 215-989-9858. Zelle donations for the shockumentary. We must resist oppression and racism. 157 years later, our ancestors are not happy with us. 157 years later, our ancestors are not happy with us. Ladies, my birthday gifts. Ladies, you can start sending your birthday gifts to King Kong Consciousness. July 22nd, Leo season begins. I will accept birthday gifts beginning July 22nd.
Look at this nigga.
I will be spending my birthday at Nat Turner Land, where I've spent it every August the 21st, but I wasn't there last year because I was with Jacob Blake's father in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Last August the 21st, 2021, I was with Jacob Blake's family in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
All right.
And then I drove on down with my security team from Gary, Indiana, Brother Dennis and Company. And then we drove down to Gary, Indiana, Brother Dennis and Company, my security team. Excuse me, we drove down to Milwaukee, Wisconsin with my security team from Gary, Indiana. We drove down to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I gave a birthday lecture in Milwaukee. Shout out to my Milwaukee, Wisconsin Africans. Shout out to my Milwaukee, Wisconsin Africans. Shout out to my Milwaukee, Wisconsin Africans. And I want you to join me as we honor Nat Turner, brothers and sisters.
Right.
The greatest black revolutionary to ever walk on American soil. John Jacques Dessalines, the greatest revolutionary to ever walk on Haitian soil. And that's why we have the Dessalines Turner Gymnasium. And that's why we have the Dessalines Turner Gymnasium. And that's why we have the Dessalines Turner Gymnasium. Today in Charlotte, I'm going to say what the ancestors put on my heart. But I'm going to talk to the parents about the psychoacademic Holocaust. I'm going to say whatever the ancestors, I'm going to be outside in the sun. I'm going to be under the sun right before Leo season. I'm fasting, so I'm a little weak. So ladies, I need a few hugs to get some energy. My queens of Carolina, I need you to give me a hug.
This nigga said I'm fasting and I'm weak. I need you to give me a hug.
This is consciousness. This is not cookies, okay? This is politics, okay? But I need my queens of Carolina to give me some energy while I'm fasting so I can deliver the message. So I can deliver the message. Speaking of Nat Turner weekend in Virginia. Speaking of Nat Turner weekend in Virginia. Who got the finest women? North Carolina or South Carolina? Who got the finest women? North Carolina or South Carolina?
Who got the finest women? Y'all know.
Who got the finest women? North Carolina. I'm just kidding. Let's refocus. I'm just kidding. Let's refocus.
Say it.
They both got fine women. All black sisters are fine. All black sisters are fine. The shockumentary is about the war against black boys, psychoacademic Holocaust. The shockumentary is about the war against black boys. If you have a testimonial, if you have a story about what the public, charter, private, parochial, independent school did to your son or daughter, if you have a story about what the public schools did to your child, I don't care if they were beat up by the police, suspended unnecessarily, put on ADHD meds, misdiagnosed as retarded, misdiagnosed as autistic, misdiagnosed as intellectually disabled, misdiagnosed as emotionally disturbed, misdiagnosed as reading disabled, thrown in juvenile hall, expelled from the school, called the N-word, punched by a teacher. If you have a story for the shockumentary, text me your name and city. If you have a story and you're willing to be interviewed, a lot of y'all scared. A lot of people I called who said they would be interviewed for the shockumentary, they backing out now.
Damn.
A lot of parents who said they wanted to be interviewed for the shockumentary, they backing out now. A lot of teachers, a lot of principals.
Yo, let me know what y'all think about this video. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Pastor Lee, but you know my name is Suey. Hit the notification bell, hit the Cash App and the PayPal. Subscribe to the channel. See y'all next video. Bang.